Alright, that's been Rage FM, which I subbed for here on KUCI 88.9 Irvine. We're going to be going straight into my show, which is Cinéshow, once again on KUCI 88.9 Irvine. And we're going to be doing some trivia, as I explained earlier, because I didn't get a chance to watch a movie last week, so hopefully it's a pretty nice episode. Hopefully it's all good. And I decided we'll break the trivia down into different topics. So we're going to start with the 25 toughest Star Wars trivia questions in any galaxy, provided for by GameSpot.com. Bit of nostalgia there. GameSpot used to be pretty influential back in my day. Alright, so first question, and you guys answer along wherever you're watching this. What were Luke's aunt and uncle's job on Tatooine? Give you a moment there. So I'll just give some little commentary about the movies, so it's not just a question. Hopefully it jogs your memory, but we're introduced to Luke's aunt and uncle in the film A New Hope. They don't seem like farmers, but they actually are, because it doesn't look like they actually are on a farm. Luke is there. He's sort of the archetypal hero that has to leave home and go out into the world. And, of course, they are moisture farmers because they live on a desert planet and they farm water. So that was the answer. Let's go to the next one. How many languages is C-3PO fluent in? Give you some time here, but I'm gonna... What do I have to say about C-3PO? C-3PO, I have a theory about R2-D2 and C-3PO. I think R2-D2 is supposed to be like a dog, because he's more kind of, cute and lovable. And I think C-3PO is meant to be like a cat because he's kind of sassy and, prickly, kind of like cats are. That's my theory. And C-3PO is fluent in 6 million languages. Took a lot of electives back in school. This one's pretty easy. What is the Wookiees' homeworld? It's Kashyyyk. Who shot first? Han Solo or Greedo? This one says the answer is Han Solo because in the 1997 special edition the scene was edited, so it appears Greedo shot first. It's one of those questions I never really cared for. People obsess about this stuff in Star Wars, but I never really cared very much. Either way, it doesn't change much for me. Alright, this is an interesting question. I don't know. So, which character is partially named after George Lucas's son? Dexter Jetster from episode 2. I did not know that. He's a really, really minor character. He's the guy that owns the diner. He's sort of made out of very ugly CGI, so I never really liked this character, but I do like the movie, even though people clown on episode 2 all the time. I think that the actual story is quite good, even if it's not executed perfectly. In which movie does the camera pan back up after the opening crawl of the text? Episode 2. I did not know that. I'm going to skip some of the questions that I don't think are good. Okay, this is a good one. Which species stole the plans to the Death Star in Episode 1? Mon Mothma says this, who is the strange lady with the weird haircut and the white robe. So think about it. They've got like long noses and goggles. That's your hint. It is, of course, the Bothans, the Bothan spies. If you played the Lego video game, you'll remember the Bothan spies. Oh wait, hold on. I just searched them up. I actually don't think this is who I'm talking about. Alright, my mistake. Bothan spy. Huh. I guess I misremember this. Forget what I said. Yep, no. I'm thinking of the Imperial spy, had the long noses. Okay, my mistake. So, the Bothans stole the plans. This is a good one too. I don't know this one by heart. What was the original name of the first Star Wars movie when it went into production? This is a crazy one. It was originally called The Adventures of Luke Starkiller, as taken from the Journal of the Whills, Saga 1, The Star Wars. I've heard this before, but I kind of forgot it. Yeah, his original name was Luke Starkiller, which, of course, they actually used the name Starkiller in the Force Unleashed video game, so they eventually used it. And the Whills are basically the beings that control the Force that George Lucas supposedly was thinking about using in his sequel trilogy. This is a cool poster. This poster I'm seeing is like, it's Darth Vader's head exploding out of the Death Star. Which bounty hunter in The Empire Strikes Back is wearing an old costume from a Doctor Who episode? Bosk. Did not know that. Who kissed Leia first, Han or Luke? That's really easy. Luke is kissed by Leia. Everybody knows that, though. What does AT-AT stand for? That's a pretty good one. So the AT-ATs are, of course, the big walkers that were introduced on Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back. They stand for All-Terrain Armored Transport. What odds does C-3PO give Han for successfully navigating the asteroid field in Empire Strikes Back? One of my favorite parts of any Star Wars film was actually the asteroid chase. I think it's like the perfect action scene. I love the music and everything. It's really cool. C-3PO gives him 3,720 to 1. And then Han Solo says, "Never tell me the odds." This is a pretty easy one too, if you play Battlefront. Who is Lando Calrissian's co-pilot in Return of the Jedi? It's Nien Nunb, the guy that's like half monkey. What is the name of Boba Fett's ship? That's not too hard either. That's Slave 1. This is easy too. Who was the original commander of the Death Star? It's Tarkin. Okay, in the pod race in Phantom Menace, who was Anakin Skywalker's chief rival? It's Sebulba, who was like the, I think his species is called, I think they're called Dugs, and they were actually in the Clone Wars show. They're the people that have a lot of like oil, and yeah, Sebulba, I don't know, he doesn't die in the pod race, but they're people that walk on their hind legs. What day is Wookiee Life Day, and when did we first learn about the holiday? Apparently Wookiee Life Day is November 17th, and it was planned in the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special? Oh, this is an interesting one. This is a really interesting one. I do know this one. This is actually interesting, and I'd like to get into this. So, if you know, Darth Vader has like a chest plate and it has like buttons on it, right? So if you look closely on the buttons, they actually have writing on it, and it's like, if you actually look at it, it's written in Hebrew, or like ancient Hebrew, and it translates to "his deeds will not be forgiven until he merits." And this sort of all, ties into George Lucas's whole like setup for the story, where Darth Vader / Anakin is like the Messiah. And Darth Vader is really Anakin in the prequels is more like the false Messiah. He's the one everyone thinks is going to save the world. But after Anakin dies, quote unquote, and is reborn as the Antichrist, which is Darth Vader, who you'd think is the false Messiah, and then Darth Vader obviously redeems himself and saves the entire galaxy, much like the Messiah in prophecy in our world is supposed to do. So I think that's really cool, and I don't think a lot of people know that. So it's sort of like tying in George Lucas's obsession with like religion and all that stuff into Star Wars, but it's so subtle you'll never know it. Pretty cool. The Imperial probe droid in Episode 5, which is the one that's in the snow, that Han Solo blows up, or it self-destructs, really. What is its other name? I did not know that. Apparently it's called a probot. Never heard of it. This is a really easy one, so I'm just going to skip it. This is very difficult. Where does Luke Skywalker originally go to pick up the power converters? Really difficult. It's called Tosh Station. Who was the only Rebel pilot to survive all 3 movies in the original trilogy? Wedge Antilles. These are some difficult ones, but it's fine. The first in what month were all 6 Star Wars movies originally released? May. The same month as George Lucas's birthday. So May the 4th be with you, I guess. That's quite fitting. What species is Yoda? Nobody knows. Everybody knows that. Alright, that's the whole list. Now I think we can go to another series. Let's try Harry Potter hard trivia. Some lag on this computer. Oh. Sorry, computer kind of froze. Give me 1 second here. Alright. From good old BuzzFeed. You know what? No, I don't want to use BuzzFeed. Let's go somewhere else. Let's see. Alright, Business Insider. I trust that source. Okay, scroll down. What is Nearly Headless Nick's full name? So this is the ghost played by John Cleese he's mostly in like the early movies, and he's like got a partially detached head. His real name is Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington. I remember that from the books, but I could never say that. Harry, Ron, and Hermione help save the Sorcerer's Stone from being stolen. How old was its co-creator Nicholas Flamel when he decided to destroy it? Alright, I'll give some talking about that movie, Sorcerer's Stone. I think Sorcerer's Stone is a good movie. I would say it's more of an intro film. It's not like the best Harry Potter film. I'd say number 3 is really great. The last one's really great. I think all of them are really fun to watch. The books are also really good. I really enjoyed the books. Haven't read them in a long time, but so Nicholas Flamel was 665 years old when he decided to destroy the stone. Monkshood and wolfsbane are the same plant, also known as what? Answer is anconite. Don't know that either. How many staircases does Hogwarts have? Answer is 142. Now, if you can name this one, you may actually have a problem. Name every ingredient contained in the Polyjuice potion. So if you know this one, you probably think that potions are real and you've been studying it. So I suggest you get help. But you need lacewing flies, leeches, powdered bicorn horn, knotgrass, fluxweed, shredded boomslang skin, and a bit of the person you want to turn it in. What you want to turn into. Right, this is the potion that transforms you into something else or someone else. So in the it was Chamber of Secrets, right, where they have to transform into a different person. And yeah, it was Chamber of Secrets, and Hermione turns into a cat. Yeah, that was pretty good. How many possible Quidditch fouls are there? 700. In the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry and his friends are awarded last-minute house points, putting Gryffindor ahead of Slytherin by just 10 points. What is the final tally? This is difficult, too. I wonder if, does anybody really know these questions? Is anybody such a big fan where they know this? I love Harry Potter. I really love Star Wars. That's definitely my favorite franchise that I know the most about. But I would never know these tiny details that nobody else knows. I know interesting tiny details, but not these crazy things. So the final tally was 482 to 472. Amazing. Dumbledore has a scar above his I yawned. Above his left knee that is a perfect map of what? The London Underground, which is, of course, the subway system in London. Where does Vernon Dursley work, and what does the company produce? So Vernon Dursley is his, or Harry's, guardian. It's his aunt's husband. He works at Grunnings, a drill manufacturer. I remember that from the book, too. I don't think that's actually in the movies, but I do remember that from the book. One thing I like about Harry Potter, particularly the books, I think she did a really good job, J.K. Rowling, of, naming stuff. She came up with, a bunch of good names for everything. For Harry's 17th birthday, what color did Hermione turn the leaves of the Weasleys' crabapple tree? The answer is gold. I don't even remember that one. I don't even know if that was in the movie. Cedric Diggory, who was in the 4th movie, the guy that died, played by Batman actor, let Harry use the perfect bathroom in the the prefect's bathroom in the Goblet of Fire. What man's statue is next to the special lavatory entrance? Boris the Bewildered. Once again, don't remember that at all. What is the max speed for a firebolt broomstick? 150 miles per hour. Harry took his first No, Harry first took the night bus and the Prisoner of Azkaban. How much does a ticket cost if it includes hot chocolate? 15 sickles. So let's talk a little bit about Prisoner of Azkaban. I think that movie is like really, really well made from everything. I think it works so well because of like the element of fear and like the threat of danger from Sirius Black, who's like a really good, well built up villain with like a good twist at the end. Also, I think it's definitely the best directed movie of all the Harry Potters. Like everything's really good. The effects are great. The like transitions from like different periods of time were really cool, like with the seasons and all that. It's a really, really fine movie. It was directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who made Children of Men, which I saw in 2006. It came out, and Prisoner of Azkaban came out in 2004. So he made Harry Potter before, which I did not actually expect. Children of Men is a really solid movie. I like it a lot. It's not better than Prisoner of Azkaban in my opinion, but it's really good. It's basically about, it's a cool premise for a film. It's like about a world, it's our world, that like fertility rates dramatically drop, and basically no one can get pregnant anymore, and all of a sudden this woman has a baby, and she's basically like, they need to take her. I'm a little bit fuzzy, but they need to like get her out of the country, because as soon as the government finds out about her, they'll like confiscate her and I don't know, use her to repopulate the world or whatever. Yeah. In the Hall of Prophecy, there are rows and rows of glowing orbs. Which row contains the prophecy about Harry and Voldemort? So this is in the fifth movie, Order of Phoenix. It's at the Ministry of Magic, where Harry finds out he's the chosen one, and he finds out that like neither can live while the other survives, right? Like he has to like kill, like one of them has to kill each other. So it's row 97. In the Quidditch World Cup, Ireland's team has three main chasers: Mullet, Troy, and Moron. Moron. Which one scored the first goal? Troy. So that's gotta be from the book, because that can't be in the movie. It's too detailed. On the wall across from the Room of Requirement, there's a tapestry showing a wizard trying to teach trolls ballet. What is his name? Barnabas the Barmy. Crazy. The visitor's entrance to the Ministry of Magic is an abandoned red telephone booth in London. What is the 5-digit code you must dial to get in? Once again, this is insane if you know this. It's 62442, which I guess spells magic on a phone's keypad. That's gotta be in the book too. I don't know if that would be in the movie. This is also definitely from the book. What is the name of the apparition instructor who comes to Hogwarts in Harry's 6th year? Wilkie Twycross. Yeah, that's gotta be only in the book, especially because the 6th book, I remember they like took a lot of stuff out. It's kind of bad because the book is really good. Voldemort stole Helga Hufflepuff's cup from an old woman named Hepzibah Smith. What is the name of the house elf? Hokey. We're almost done with this list. I think we're going to do Marvel next. Ginny Weasley bought a pet pygmy puff from her older brother's joke shop. What did she name it? Arnold. No memory of that either. These are all really obscure. Yep, that's the whole list. Let's do an MCU list. That should be interesting. MCU hard trivia. Some of these trivias are so long, I gotta pick ones that are... Alright, this is a good one. This is actually a quiz. In The Incredible Hulk, what character was Samuel Stern set up to become? Wow, I don't know that at all. Yeah, maybe this one's a little too hard. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna pick a different quiz. That one's a bit too hard. Alright, this is a good quiz. What is the first line of dialogue in Iron Man? So this is when they are on the road in Afghanistan. So the options are, I feel like you're driving me to a court-martial, I am Iron Man, or is it cool if I take a picture with you? I think it's, I feel like you're driving me to a court-martial. I saw this movie kind of recently, a few months ago. It's a great movie. I really like it. I'm going to say, I feel like you're driving me to a court-martial. Okay, where does it say if it's right or not? Oh, okay. I figured it out. Yep, I was right. Great memory I have. Next question is, what video game is Thor addicted to in Avengers Endgame? Fortnite, Rocket League, or World of Warcraft? This is Fortnite. I already know that one. In which film does Black Panther first appear? That's Captain America Civil War. I know that too. What is the name of Kat Dennings' character in Thor? Okay, so this is the nerdy lady that is Natalie Portman / Jane Foster's assistant. She's kind of annoying, but kind of endearing. So the options are Sharon Carter. That's not it. That's Captain America's like love interest. Darcy Lewis or Jane Foster. It can't be Jane Foster or Sharon Carter, so it's got to be Darcy Lewis. Yep. Where does Ant-Man get stuck at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp? Okay, this movie, I just gotta say, is really, really lame. Both Ant-Man movies are just so... They're not bad, but they are not good. They are lame, very lame movies. They really have nothing going for them. Incredibly generic. It's very dumb. So, does he get stuck in Wakanda, in space, the quantum realm? It's weird, there's no fourth answer, so there's only 3. So he gets stuck in the quantum realm. I think most people know that. This is not that difficult, but it's a good quiz. What is the name of Tony Stark's AI system? Is it Jarvis, Joffrey, or Alfred? Obviously, Jarvis. In which fictional country do both the opening scene and the finale of The Age of Ultron take place? This is pretty obvious once again. Is it Genosha, Wakanda, or Sokovia? Sokovia. Which MCU film has the shortest runtime? This is harder. Is it Ant-Man, Thor, or The Incredible Hulk? It's either Ant-Man or Thor, I think. Ant-Man or Hulk, I think. My gut is telling me it's The Incredible Hulk. Oh, I was right. Let's see how long it is. Let me search it up here. Because I remember watching it kind of recently, and yeah, it was kind of short. It's an hour 52, so it's actually not that short. And Captain Marvel, everybody's favorite movie. What kind of alien is Goose? I don't even know this. Is it a Chitauri, a Flurkin, or a Sarkin? I've heard the term Chitauri before, but I think those are the people that invaded Earth with Loki. Could be wrong. I'm gonna go with Flurkin. Yeah, I was right. But that was just a guess. So it shows a picture. The next question shows a picture of, what's his name? Peter Parker's friend from school, not Zendaya, the other guy. And the options are, is he Ned, Flash, or Harry? It's got to be Ned. Yep. I'm at 100% so far. I think, right? I haven't got any wrong. Yeah, I'm at 100%. So next question is, what is the name of the amulet Doctor Strange wears around his neck? Is it the Orb of Mordo, the Eye of Agamotto, or the Relic of Kamar Taj? I think it's the Eye of Agamotto. I remember that. Yep, correct. I think I'm going to clear the board, get 100%. Which of these people has a cameo in Iron Man 2? Is it Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, or Elon Musk? This was pretty cool. It is Elon Musk, which is pretty funny because Elon Musk is often compared to Iron Man in the sense that he's like, he's into all the crazy tech, but he's also sort of like the people's billionaire, right? He's more like kind of down with the youth, I guess. It's Elon Musk. That's a pretty funny scene, I remember. Which is the first MCU film not to feature Nick Fury? Oh. Iron Man 3, Thor Dark World, or The Incredible Hulk. He is in The Incredible Hulk at the end. I'm almost certain he's in Iron Man 3. It's gotta be Thor Dark World. Please be right. No! How is it Incredible Hulk? That makes no sense. He is in the Incredible Hulk. He's in the post-credit scene. He literally is. I'm looking at... Yeah, look. He's in the end credit scene. Wait. Oh. Am I just like misremembering this? Hold on. I'm going to just skim this quickly. I guess he isn't in the end credits scene. I thought he was. Huh. So it says, was Nick Fury in The Incredible Hulk? Samuel Jackson does not appear, but pedantic viewers will argue that Fury at least shows up in some capacity. Fury's name shows up in a montage that plays during the movie's opening credits. Maybe that's where I remember him from. But I thought he was in the post-credits scene. Okay, I guess I didn't get 100%. Okay, this is a harder one. This shows one of Thor's like, he's got like a fighting group of characters that are really irrelevant to the story, and it's the female one. And is her name Mantis, Sif, or Valkyrie? It's not Valkyrie. That's played by Tessa Thompson, who's very annoying. Mantis is the lady from the Guardians of the Galaxy, so it's gotta be Sif. Okay, so see, it was right again. This is good test-taking skills. Instead of studying for your finals, just listen to this. What song does Baby Groot dance to at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, this was a pretty good one. Wow, what was it though? Was it I Want You Back by Jackson 5? Was it Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye? Or was it Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie? I know for a fact that I Want You Back and Ain't No Mountain High Enough are both in that film. I just can't remember what he dances to. I'm gonna say Ain't No Mountain High Enough. No, I was wrong. Always go with your first guess. My first guess was Jackson 5. Okay, it was Jackson 5, I Want You Back. Who says the line, "Get this man a shield"? This one's easy. Black Panther, Shuri, or Bucky Barnes? It's Black Panther. Everybody knows that. Another picture question. It shows the picture of that other guy from Black Panther that wears a bunch of fur, that lives up in the mountains. Is his name Zuri, M'Baku, or Wakabi? It's M'Baku. I remember that. In a post-credits scene, what food do the Avengers eat after the Battle of New York? This is easy. The answers are shawarma, Chinese, or sushi. It's shawarma, which is an Arabic food. Complete this quote. I told you, I don't want to join your ... Okay, and it shows a picture. This is from... Is this Iron Man? Yeah, this has got to be Iron Man 2. It's Tony Stark talking to Natasha and Nick Fury. So it's Tony Stark. So it's going to be something funny. Is it sci-fi tech bro startup? Or is it true crime podcast enthusiast Discord server? That's obviously not it because Discord wasn't invented. Or a super secret boy band? It's screaming the first answer, sci-fi tech bro startup, because that's funny. Oh no, it was wrong. It's super secret boy band. I guess that makes more sense than tech bro startup. I guess I just picked the one that made me laugh the most. The final battle between Spider-Man and Mysterio takes place on which bridge? This is the only Marvel, of the real original films that people actually cared about pre-Endgame. But this was the one right after Endgame, though, so I guess I'm sort of covered that I haven't really seen. So... the final battle takes place on which bridge? Waterloo Bridge, Tower Bridge, or London Bridge? I assume it's Tower Bridge. Yep. I got 16 out of 20. That's an 80%. Ouch. I was hoping to have a better result than that. Oh, man. Did I seriously? Oh, no. Actually, no. Make it 17 out of 20 because one of them I clicked wrong on purpose just to see, how the grading system worked, if that makes sense. So I actually got 17 out of 20, which is 85%. Not bad, not bad. What else can we do? We got about 20 minutes here, or 15 left on the clock. What other franchises? There's obviously Indiana Jones. There's Lord of the Rings. Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings. What should I do? There's more franchises. There's Batman. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Let's do Lord of the Rings. This is gonna be harder for me because the movies are they're more in an epic format, so it's kind of harder to get material, absorb it, and they're I haven't seen them as much as these other films. Alright. Trying to find one that's in a question and answer instead of just giving me the answer up front. Okay. What did Gandalf say to Frodo after he volunteered to take the ring to Mordor? You're on your own, pal. That's obviously not it. I will come with you and protect you. You shall have my sword. I will help you bear this burden. I feel like it's I will help you bear this burden. That sounds familiar. Correct. Who was the first person to jump over the gap in the stairs in Khazad-dûm? Is it Legolas, Gandalf, Frodo, or Boromir? Screaming Legolas because he's sort of fit and agile. Yes, correct. Complete this quote. I'm wasted on cross country. We dwarves are real filth, natural sprinters, meant for marathons or cannibals. It's got to be natural sprinter. Yeah, okay. Natural sprinters was right. What was Pippin's dad's name? This one's harder. Perry Pippin, Pippigan Pippin, Paladin Pippin, or Sean Pippin? It can't be Sean. That's just not possible. That's like supposed to be like, oh, Sean Bean, who was an actor in the first movie. I'm going to say Pippigan Pippin. Nope, it was Paladin. Oh, sorry, it's Paladin Took. The last name's not Pippin. God, I'm dumb. The name of Gandalf's horse was Knight Rider, Mr. Oates, Lil Jumbo, or Shadowfax. I think it's Shadowfax, right? Yep. Why did Saruman tell the orcs to burn Fangorn Forest? It smelled weird. That's not it. They needed fuel for fire. They needed sticks to make swords. It was in the way. I think they needed fuel. Yep. True or false? In the Battle of Helm's Deep, Theoden went out on the wall to fight. Yes. False. He stays inside most of the time as not to be killed, as he has no descendants. Okay, I you know what? I went against my instinct again because I didn't remember him going out. He's one of my favorite characters. I really liked him. It was really heroic. How do Sam and Frodo escape the inspection when they are hiding among the orcs in Mordor? Gollum saved them. They caused a fight so they could escape. They beat up the inspector orc. They offered the orcs lembas bread. They caused a fight. Yeah. See? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good at this. What did Pippin say to Merry when they were waiting for Gandalf to figure out which direction to go in Moria? Got any second breakfast? Merry, I think there's an orc up there. Oh, it's just a bat. Merry, I'm hungry. Legolas's hair looks nice. It's got to be Merry, I'm hungry. Yep. What was the name of Theored's horse? Who's Theored? Yeah, I don't know this guy. Brago, Hasufel, Arod, or Prego. It's got to be Hasufel. Nope, it's Brego. I got 7 out of 10. All right, let's do Dark Knight trilogy trivia quiz. Which punk star did Heath Ledger base the Joker's looks on? I don't know this. Joey Ramone, Iggy Pop, Sid Vicious, or Mick Jones. I'm just going to say Mick Jones. I don't really know. Oh, it doesn't tell you if you're wrong or right until the end. How many Oscar nominations did Dark Knight receive? I'm going to say 8. Which of these villains did not appear in The Dark Knight? Scarecrow, Sal Marconi, Two-Face, or Barsad? It's gotta be Barsad. Who's Barsad? And all the other ones did. How many years does Bruce Wayne train with Ra's al Ghul? Wow, I do not know that. 5, 7, 10, or 12. I'm gonna say it is 5. True or false? The name Catwoman is never said in Dark Knight Rises. I'm gonna say true. I don't. You see, I remember that they didn't say it, and I thought it was weird. What is the name of this character? And then it shows the character from Dark Knight, the one that is like their accountant and wants to out the Batman. Is it Cooper Reese, Colin Reese, Coleman Reese, or Carl Reese? It is Coleman Reese. Which villain appeared in every film of the series? Ra's al Ghul, Two-Face, Bane, or Scarecrow? It's easy. Scarecrow. Played by Cillian Murphy. What color are the flowers that Ra's al Ghul plans to use to poison Gotham's water? It's blue, I believe, right? How long was Bane ruling Gotham in The Dark Knight Rises? I can't remember. I really can't. I'm going to say 1 month. What is the name of the vehicle that Bruce Wayne drives as Batman? It's the Tumbler, the Rumbler, the Crumbler, or the Grumbler? It's the Tumbler. God, this test is still going on. How many are there? What was the name Ra's al Ghul went by to conceal his identity? Is it Hector Ducard, Henrik Ducard, Hayden Ducard, or Henry Ducard? I think it was Henry Ducard, right? Let me... I just want to check, because... Yeah, it was Henry, because I don't know if it's going to tell me if it was right or not. I just wanted to confirm that, sorry. What does Selina Kyle steal from Bruce Wayne's house in The Dark Knight Rises? His mother's pearl necklace, gold bracelet, emerald earrings, or diamond ring. Don't remember. I'm going to say pearl necklace, because it hurts the most. Where does Alfred see Bruce at the end of Dark Knight Rises? He sees him... I think it's in... It says France, Greece, Germany, or Italy. I'm going to say France. What was the name of Jim Gordon's partner in Batman Begins? Okay, this is a good one. Anthony Flass, Arnold Flass, Andrew Flass, or Adrian Flass? I don't remember. I'm going to say Anthony. What was the name of the mob boss who Bruce takes down as first night as Batman? Carson Falcone, Killian Falcone, Christopher Falcone, or Carmine Falcone? It is Carmine Falcone, and I always remember that name because I think it's a really cool sounding name. What is the explanation the press gives for Wayne Manor burning down in The Batman Begins? Bruce burnt it down while drunk. It was an arson attack, cooking accident. Ra's al Ghul burnt it down. They said he was drunk. Gives a picture of a guy again, so I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just going to skip the question. Who was CEO of Wayne Enterprises after Bruce Wayne's parents were killed? Wyatt Earl, William Earl, Winslow Earl, or Willen Earl? I think it's William Earl. How many suspects does Harvey Dent bring in when he tries to take down the mob? 532, 549, 554, 567. I'm going to go with 549. What does Bruce hold What does Bruce hold to the back of Jim Gordon's neck to scare him in Batman Begins? I remember this one. Toy gun, stapler, a batarang, or a computer mouse. He holds a stapler pretending it's a gun. Alright, I got a 75%. And we got about 5 minutes left. What else can we do here? Whew. I'm tired. I guess we'll just grade this test. So apparently Sid Vicious was the guy that, the punk star that Heath Ledger based the appearance of the Joker off. I was correct. Dark Knight received 8 nominations. Yes, Barsad does not appear in any of the films. Sorry, 1 second here. How many years does Bruce Wayne train with Ra's al Ghul? It is 7. True or false? Catwoman is never said. I got it right. It was true. Coleman Reese was the accountant guy. Scarecrow, I was correct. Appears in every movie. What were the color of the flowers? Blue. How long was Bane ruling Gotham? 5 months. See, that was my gut again. Every time I go against my gut, I fail. I was correct. The Tumbler is the name of his car. Henry Ducard is the name of Ra's al Ghul. Yep, Selena Kyle does steal his pearl necklace, so that's good writing right there. And I guess Alfred sees him in Florence, Italy, not France. So I got that wrong. The name of Gordon's partner was Arnold Flass. Did not know that. Carmine Falcone got that correct. He burnt it down when he was drunk. Got that correct. Thomas. Oh, that one I skipped. William Earl. Got that correct. It was the name of the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. Oh, I got 549 suspects Harvey brings in. I got that correct. Got the stapler question correct. And that's about it. That takes us to the end of the show. Thank you for watching / listening. This has been Nima Golbabai on Cinéshow for KUCI 88.9 Irvine. I'm with you to the end of the line.